Going on, fam? Welcome to the FOMO channel. I am Mr. FOMO himself. Today we're just going to have a little bit of a deeper look into Terra Luna or Luna itself and just talk about what's going to happen henceforth. As you know, Luna was down all the way to 6 million market cap, and it just kind of like jumped up 200%. It kind of went crazy. There was lots of people buying, myself included, and I don't have a problem showing people at the moment that I currently am sitting on just over you can see here, just over 2.5 million Terra Luna. I bought some earlier and I cashed out already. Then, being FOMO, I bought some more, and we won't go into that whole debacle, though, shall we? Overall, though, guys, there's a lot of sentiment in this. There's a couple of theories floating around. I'm pretty sure you guys yourselves have heard of all the theories, all the things that are happening with Terra Luna, and and what's going to be happening moving forth. Now, myself, I think. Let's call it a hunch, yeah? I mean, because nothing, just before I start this video and go deeper into it, nothing I say can be considered, well, hopefully isn't considered as financial advice. I am definitely not a financial advisor, I'm not here to give you guys financial advice. That is definitely not my bag at all. However, I do make a lot of mistakes, as you guys have probably seen already. I make a ton of mistakes, and if you guys can learn from that, then that's always fantastic, because that means you don't make the same mistakes as me, and you don't fuck it up as bad as I usually do. So I tend to fuck it up quite badly, guys, and sometimes I make these crazy ass mistakes which you can't come back from, so overall, what we know so far is that, like, I don't know how to say it, like, so this is just a theory. First of all, I want to say it's a theory. Apparently, it's on the books, but I don't know. I haven't seen anything. So there's BlackRock and there's Citadel. They borrowed 100,000 Bitcoin from Gemini. Apparently, it appears in some sort of loan book. I'm not sure. They swapped 25,000 of the Bitcoin into UST. Now, this was done quietly and in anticipation of the attack. When the time was right, they called up Do Kwon. Do Kwon is the head of Terra, and said, hey, they want to sell a lot of BTC for UST. It was a large trade. Sorry, I'm just reading my notes here. They told him they didn't want to move. The market asked him if he could like to buy their large block of BTC at a discount for UST. Do Kwon, obviously, he took the bait, as we all know already. He gave them a huge chunk of UST. Sorry, guys, just gonna restart. He gave them a huge chunk of UST, and thus lowering, pretty much lowering the UST liquidity significantly at the point. BlackRock, Citadel dumped all the Bitcoin and UST, causing massive. It was massive and triggering like a cascade of forced selling both assets. The real problem was that the Citadel knew that Anchor, which holds a lot of Luna, was a Ponzi scheme. So that's like Anchor's involved, as you guys know already. They offer 20% staking, on the APY, and this crash would trigger more withdrawals, and Anchor could repay these forced withdrawals, and selling would trigger a massive sell-off in Luna. So further breaking the $1 peg and wrecking the market further. Citadel can now buy back Bitcoin at a much cheaper price to pay back the loan, and they can pocket the difference in between, which is quite a large amount of $800 million. That is the common theme floating around at the moment. I don't know how true it is, but please let me know if anyone's got anything concrete. If it's been researched or not. Yeah, so 5 days ago, people started to get really concerned about the Terra stablecoin as it deviated from the one. So just to think about that a little bit further, it wasn't just the Terra itself, the UST, was because Kwon also had a couple other coins as well, like not just Luna itself. Is also looking at, if I'm correct, there was like the Australian dollar as well. They were pegging themselves. They had a coin with the Australian dollar as well. That was pegged. And they were doing one with the won as well, which is the Korean won. Yeah. So all of this was done, and it was done in such a way that really affected the market, and even to the point where Tether even dropped 5% as well. So so Luna obviously has suffered more so than the UST, as it's trading at a really low at the moment, and there's like obviously it's trading back on Binance at the moment, and then obviously CZ came in and she said he's disappointed how Luna was handled. The incident was handled. The whole blockchain thing was handled. He compared it to AC Infinity's one, and he said, look, AC Infinity handled it a lot better than these guys obviously did. So they halted the blockchain and applied a patch to the code base, and the teams restarted the network at 10:30 Eastern. 10:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Eastern Time on Thursday evening. The team again stopped the block production. They halted the block production again. Terra validators as well. It's just been, this whole situation has been super crazy. So the Do Kwon came in and he offered some solutions. You can go on his Twitter and you can see that there's solutions being offered over there at the moment. So he's offered a couple of solutions there. One of them is that I personally like is just like starting a new coin with the Luna itself and just having a certain base to it, and then rewarding people back based on what they're holding and stuff like that as well. But I don't know how. I don't know. The gut feeling is that CZ's got involved, obviously in some particular way, and hopefully he can bail them out. And if he does, then there'll be some value to the whole Luna. Again, not financial advice, yeah. But Luna itself, like though it's it's got one blockchain and stuff, it's not. There needs to be a case study for it, right? And I'm not sure exactly what it does. So Terra had a number of tokens that represented significant specific fiat currencies, like the Korean one, like I said. It was a Terra KNW token, and it lost 80% or 84% as well. And Terra's Australian dollar as well. So overall, that there's a guy called Dan Ashmore, and the crypto data analyst at Invest, and he explains that Terra blockchain fallout brought a lot of pain and suffering, which is quite. So this is one of the darkest days of crypto. People have lost livelihoods, hundreds of platforms have gone belly up, and years of building have vanished. Those college funds and their life savings, leverage gambles. There is a lot of pain out there. Undoubtedly, the regulators are watching this and seeing what's happened, and it's another reason why, when bad actors come into the play, when there's crypto involved, the regulators, the blockchain is supposed to be visible to everybody, and it's supposed to be this new mode of payment for everything that is open source to everybody out there, without regulation. But now it looks like the regulators are like, hey, we better regulate this, If not, these kind of things can happen where people are dying, like people are literally like, it's just crazy, like to the point where when a guy went to Do Kwon's house and knocked on his apartment door, his wife answered. Now, and then he ran away, apparently. I don't know how true all these stories are, yeah. So there's a lot going on here, In Singapore, there's been a police report made. The guy's gone to the police. He's reported Do Kwon for scamming. Because there is, I don't know, there's significant evidence out there that Do Kwon know exactly what he's doing and profited from this quite a lot. We don't know, do we? Like, these are things we don't know. We're not in the know. We don't know exactly. But when someone's coming and giving you that much, you're kind of suspicious a little bit what the intentions should be, If you think Terra was like in the top 5, wasn't it, or top 10? So it's a tremendous financial experience has gone haywire and taken a big chunk of the market. So it's now time to be safe, guys. So what I'm going to do in my side is just looking for some safe plays out there. One of them is Hex, and I will be doing a video there. This is 38% per annum. I really like it. I've been looking into it. The other one I've been looking into, there's a bit more of a DGen play. I think you guys can check that out as well. And there's a couple others I'm looking into as well. Anyway, that's all from me today, guys. I hope everyone's having a good day or a good weekend with their families, and hopefully the market recovers back. Have a fantastic day, guys. Peace.